You spend hours preparing a presentation. You think about what to say. You try to make it sound smart. Right before you speak, your heart starts racing. Your mind goes blank for a second, but you still go through it.
Thank you all. It's truly an honor to be here tonight, sharing this moment with every single one of you.
This is Alex. He practices. He prepares. He tries to do everything right. He delivers his talk. People nod. They even clap. But minutes later, all they remember is that it went well. Not what he said, like his message never happened. And Alex isn't the problem. Because most people speak like this. And that's the real problem with public speaking. It's not that people don't listen. It's that your message doesn't stay. But some speakers do something different. They don't just get attention. They stay in people's minds. This is Ryan. When he speaks, people don't just listen. They remember. They repeat what he said. They feel it. So what's the difference? Not talent, not confidence, but a set of simple principles most people overlook, used by some of the world's greatest communicators, including Steve Jobs, Barack Obama, and Oprah Winfrey. These patterns show up again and again, and once you notice them, you'll start hearing them in almost every great speech. Here's what they have in common. 1. Great speakers tell stories. In 2005, a man walked onto a stage at Stanford University. Instead of giving a lecture about success, he told 3 personal stories.
Today I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories.
One about dropping out of college. One about being fired from his own company. And one about facing cancer. That speaker was Steve Jobs. That speech later became one of the most watched commencement speeches ever. Why? Because stories activate something powerful in the human brain. They create images, emotion, curiosity. Instead of processing information like data, your mind experiences the message like a story. This is one of the central ideas in Talk Like TED. Great speakers don't just present information.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to present some crucial information.
They wrap ideas inside stories.
A few years ago, I heard a talk just like this, and by the next day, I couldn't remember most of it. That's when I realized information alone doesn't stick.
And stories are what people remember. Number 2, passion is more persuasive than perfection. Many people believe great speakers sound perfectly polished.
Today, I will be presenting 3 key insights that demonstrate the importance of effective communication in achieving measurable outcomes.
According to Dale Carnegie, the most persuasive speakers aren't the most perfect. They're the most enthusiastic. People naturally respond to speakers who genuinely care about their message.
Think about the speakers you actually remember. They're not the ones who sounded perfect. They're the ones who felt real.
Consider Oprah Winfrey. In her Harvard commencement speech, she didn't try to sound perfect. She simply admitted she felt pressure and even joked about not having the same background. The audience laughed, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Oprah doesn't try to sound overly formal. She laughs. She pauses. She lets emotion show. And that's exactly why people trust her. Because when people feel your belief, they stop judging your delivery and start connecting with your message. Chapter 3. Simplicity makes messages powerful. Many speakers try to sound intelligent by using complicated language.
By pivoting statistical matrices to redirect fiscal resources toward forward-facing client solutions.
But great communicators do the opposite. They simplify. During one of his speeches, Barack Obama didn't use complex ideas. He repeated a simple phrase, "Yes, we can." And the crowd echoed it back. Not because it was complicated, but because it was clear and easy to remember. That's the power of simplicity. Great speakers don't try to say more. They focus on one and make sure it stays. If your audience remembers only one thing, what should I to be? Chapter 4. Emotion creates connection. People rarely remember speeches because they were logical. They remember speeches because they felt something. Emotion creates connection. When researcher Brené Brown spoke about vulnerability on the TED stage, she didn't rely on complicated academic explanations. Instead, she shared personal experiences. Moments of fear, moments of doubt, moments of vulnerability. Those moments made millions of viewers feel understood. And that emotional connection helped her message spread around the world. People may forget your words, but they rarely forget how you made them feel. Chapter 5. Silence is a hidden superpower. One of the most underrated speaking techniques is silence. Great speakers don't rush. They pause. A pause gives the audience time to absorb an idea. It creates anticipation. It adds weight to the next sentence. If you watch speeches by Barack Obama or Steve Jobs, you'll notice something interesting. They speak slowly, and they allow moments of silence. Those pauses make important lines feel more powerful. Sometimes what you don't say is just as important as what you say. Chapter 6. Confidence comes from preparation. Many people assume confident speakers are naturally gifted. But the truth is much simpler. They prepare. Communication experts featured in HBR's 10 must-reads emphasize how extensively strong speakers rehearse. Some rehearse dozens of times. Some practice in front of friends. Some practice alone until their message feels natural. Confidence isn't the starting point. It's the result of preparation. The more familiar you are with your message, the easier it becomes to deliver it with clarity and confidence. Chapter 7. Identity creates confidence. Many people think confidence is something you have. But sometimes, confidence is something you step into. Consider Beyoncé. Before performing on stage, she created an alter ego. She called it Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce was confident, fearless, unstoppable. And when she stepped on stage, she wasn't just Beyoncé anymore. She became Sasha Fierce. She wasn't trying to feel confident. She was acting as someone who already was. Instead of thinking, "Can I do this?" you start asking, "What would a confident speaker do?" And then you do that. Across some of the best books on communication and the speeches of the world's most powerful speakers, a clear pattern appears. Great speakers tell stories, speak with passion, simplify their message, create emotional connection, use silence strategically, and prepare more than most people realize. Public speaking isn't about impressing people.
So as you can see, our projections for next quarter are absolutely stellar, with a clear upward trend.
It's about making your ideas clear enough and human enough to feel, so it stays with them. Great
Thank you
speakers
for your
make their
attention.
ideas unforgettable, long after they've stopped speaking.